Okay. Morning. It's Friday, August, what the heck is it, 17th or 18th? Not sure. But anyway, today I'm going to work on this lower door pillar area. You can see I made a patch panel for the other side. I put that in, I guess it was last weekend. But basically here is my pattern. And along that black line I'm going to bend it. As you can see how it wraps around on the other side. And then I'm going to have to weld on. Oh, there we go. There's a little flange that follows this contour. That's where the outer rocker panel kind of nestles in. So anyway, I'm going to be cutting all this out. Cutting across there. I do have to replace or fix these holes in here. Oops, there we go. Sorry about that. Be cutting across here like I did on the other side, cutting all this out. Fixing up these holes here. On the other side I replaced this whole piece. But this one just has a small hole here and I think one under here. That'll just make a small patch panel and fix it that way rather than having to cut all this out like I did on the other side. This side's in much better shape. I do have to fix this here. I cut that off. You can see with the cutting wheel I went in a little too deep when I was cutting this piece of the fender off, so I'll have to weld that up. So anyway, that's what I have going today. I'm going to go ahead and bend this up, fit it in, and I'll be back. Okay, I got my pattern cut. I'm just lining this up. And I'm just kind of gauging what I'm going to have to trim off. And the pattern's just slightly big. I actually need to cut this down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Take another 1/8 inch or so off. Actually, going to take a little bit more than that. That way I'm cutting it down this way rather than right on that curve. Right there again, you can see from my pattern I don't have this flange on there, so I'm going to go ahead and tack one on like I did on the other side, but I'll do that a little bit later after I bend this up. And I'm going to take that bunch off. Okay. I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to go bend this pattern real quick and I'll be right back. You can see I've bent my patch panel. Basically, I just use a vise. Actually, I put a small 1/8 inch rod, press it against there just to give me a nice corner. These corners on the inside here are a little larger than some of the other bends. And then you just pushed it over, clamped it, pushed it over. I'm just doing a test set. Once I cut that out, it'll be right on the mark, but for now. I'll end up basically doing the same thing. I'll end up folding this over and match this lip here once I get it all welded in. But for now, I got to take this off, and like I said, I got to weld a flange on there. So I'll be back. All right, as you can, maybe you can see that. Welded the flange on there. Ground it down a little bit. Not the greatest job, but it gives me something else to tack to when I put the rocker on. It's not going to fit on here because I've got the old part on there, but at least gives you an idea of that flange there. You can see the new one. All right. Now I need to start cutting this out. Taking that off. I've got about 4 or 5 tack welds I got to cut, and that'll release this piece from here, and then I can cut the rest of that off. So I'll be back once I'm done with that. All right, here's my patch. Cut most of it away. I had to do a little adjustments as I went. But it fits pretty well. Just have to do some tacking up. Definitely have to replace this. All under here is rusted. When I drilled out the spot welds, there wasn't much left. So I'm gonna basically create a band, weld that in, and then I'll fix the side here. You don't see it, it's covered by the fender, so I'm not worried about it being perfect. But it definitely has to get fixed. So that's where I'm at. Alright, as you can see, I welded in a new elbow piece. I didn't round it this way, I just made it flat and straight. Again, it's a piece you don't see. I guess it's adds strength, I'm not sure, you know, but anyway. Added that piece in there, got this piece bent to match up with that. I have a lot of surface rust and pitting on the inside of this piece here. So before I weld this in, I'm going to go ahead and I'll have to treat it, sand it, you know, grind it, and treat it with something. So I'm not going to tack this on yet. I have some stuff coming in the mail. Should be hopefully be here today or tomorrow. So once that gets in, I can treat all this, all the metal, and then I can go ahead and tack that up and finish it up. But it's a good fit. So.